And sige, so continue lang natin yung ating discussion. Babasahin ko lang. And so para sa ating high pressure na advance, a piston cylinder system contains a gas which expands under a constant pressure of 1,200 pounds per square foot. If the piston is displaced 1 feet during the process and the piston diameter is 2 feet, what is the work done by the gas on the piston? So naghanap ng work done dun sa piston. So paano natin yun solve? So to solve this problem, we need to account yung system na ginamit. Piston cylinder, that is a closed system. Pag naghanap ng work done on a closed system, that is non-flow, diba? Yung work non-flow yung consider natin. So dahil work non-flow tayo dito, so PdV yun. And other than that, sabi dito constant yung pressure, yung work non-flow is pressure times change in volume, or P delta B. So from the problem, we are given with constant pressure, 1,200, and yung change in volume natin, wala pa. Diba? So paano natin solve yung change in volume? For a particular piston cylinder arrangement, yung change in volume is basically area, multiply mo sa stroke, change in length, which is basically stroke. Yung area natin, ang gagawin natin dito ay bilog. Diba? So pag meron tayong piston, ang cross-section nun ay bilog. So ang area ng bilog ay pi times diameter squared over 4. So ang area ng isang bilog, which is commonly yan yung mga piston natin, it is pi over 4 times diameter squared. Pero pwede rin natin gamitin din, kung gusto nyong radius ng gamitin, that is pi times radius, diba? Tapos squared. So either of the two, kung ano yung tingin nyo mas madali sa inyo, yun yung gamitin. Pero dito ang ginamit ko is radius. Gagawin na lang, i-divide na lang ng 2 yung diameter ng piston. So pi times radius squared. Ang diameter is 2, so para maging radius, divide by 2, kaya naging 1. Pi times 1 squared times yung stroke na 1 feet, and so on. So yun yung displace na piston. So pag pinindot natin yan, anyway, ano naman to, pi times 1, pi times 1 squared. Tapos i-multiply mo ng 1. So basically, ganun din to, pi dito. That is 3.14 cubic foot. Pag meron na tayo volume, hindi syempre, pwede na natin makompute yung work na ito. Sige, so brain ko lang yung area natin. And then, work non-flow is yung pressure na given, 1,200 pound per cubic per square foot, times yung volume na 3.14 cubic feet. Cancelin lang natin yung and dalawang feet natin, yung square feet. Kung matitrang unit is foot pound. Okay, so pag pinindot lang natin sa calculator to, ano tayo makakompute na? 1,200 times 3.14. So press equals, makuha nating value na work non-flow is 3,768 foot-pound. So from the choices, yan yung letter C. And sige, so another problem para sa ating type na refresher. So let me read first it. Gas is enclosed in a cylinder with a weighted piston as the top boundary. The gas is heated and expands from a volume of 0.04 cubic meter to 0.1 cubic meter. The pressure varies such that PB equals constant and the initial pressure is 200 kilopascals. So calculate the work done by the system. So naghanap ng work. Tapos ito ay cylinder. Basically, that is a closed system. Ngayon, kung meron tayong closed system, tapos naghanap ng work, that is non-flow work. Non-flow work is PdV. Diba? Integral ng PD. Ngayon, kung nabanggit din sa process, other than sa type ng system, yung process na gagamit, hindi maganda rin. At least, pwede natin gamitin yung derived formula. So, may clue word tayo dito since sinabi naman PV equals constant. Pag sinabing PV equals constant, yung process natin is isothermal. So, that is constant temperature. And sa constant temperature, yung work natin is equivalent sa formula na P1V1 ln P2 over V. So, sir, yung P1 is given yung initial pressure. Yung V1 is initial volume 0.04. Yung V2 and yung 0.10. V1 is 0.04. So, this is basically direct sum. So, this is kilopascal. Rather, Pascal. Kasi, in-expand pa yung 200,000. Ginawa ko siya 200,000. So, this comes from 200 kilopascal. So, ginawa Pascal. Pascal to. Tapos yung 0.04, that is cubic meter. Then dito sa ratio ng volume, cancel out naman yung cubic meter doon. Etong Pascal, that is Newton per square meter. So magka-cancel out dito yung square meter, Newton meter lalabas. So what we will be expecting is joules as unit. Although pwede nyo nang idiretso to ng 200 para kilojoule na ilalabas. Sige, so yun nga lang dito ay ginawa pa natin Pascal. So lagay ko lang is 200,000 Pascal times 0.04. This is ln 0.10 divided by 0.04. So press lang natin equals. Yan, makukuha natin yung value ng work natin na 7,330.33 joule. Sabi ko nga, yung kailangan sa choices ay kilojoule. So, i-convert pa to, divide pa ng 1,000. So, once we do that, okay, syempre, divide lang natin ng 1,000. Kumakuha na natin yung value ng 7.33 kilojoules. So, that is yung letter P. So, hindi nyo kailangan gawin na gawin pa itong Pascal para maging joule, tapos convert. Pwede nyo nang idiretso ito actually ng kilopascal. Gawin nyo lang 200. And just be aware lang doon sa units na dinidil with natin. So that's letter B. Sige, so let us have another problem para dun sa ating discussion ng advanced pressure. So in an isentropic process, P1 equals 200 psi, T2 equals 300 psi, and T1 equals 700 degree Rankine, and T2 using K equals 1.4. So kung binanggit naman na ito ay isang isentropic process, alam na natin kung ano yung gagamitin ng formula. Pag meron kang dalawang pressure, isang temperature, tapos naghanap ka ng another temperature for an isentropic process, yan yung P2 kick, diba? Yung P2 over T1 equals P2 over P1 raised to K minus 1 over K. So, direct sum lang yan. Given ka ng dalawang pressure, so di na natin kailangan ilagay yung units because both are PSI, so magkakancel out lang din. Yung temperature, degree ng kind. So, we'll be expecting also na degree ng kind yung lalabas. Hindi na kailangan mag-plus lang for 60. So, that's T2 over 700 equals quantity 300 over 200 raised to 1.4 minus 1 over 1.4. And so, lagay ko lang yung values ng x over 700. Then, equate lang natin ito ng pressure. It's 300 over 200. Tapos, erase lang natin ito ng 1 minus 1 over 1. So, shift solve lang natin ito. Kumakuha natin dito yung value ng T natin. So, T2 equals 786 degree Rankine. So, from the choices, yan yung letter C. Sige, so let us solve this problem from our Power Industrial Plant Engineering. So let me read first the problem. Nitrogen K equals 1.4 is expanded isentropically its temperature changes from 620 degree Fahrenheit to 60 degree Fahrenheit to find the pressure ratio. So since binanggit naman sa problem yung process that is isentropic, and given tayo dito ng dalawang temperature, T1, 620, tsaka T2, as naghanap ng pressure ratio, given ka ng K, so ang gagawin nating formula para sa ating isentropic process is yung T2 Pepito K. So T2 Pepito kick. Kung dahil ang problem ang hinahanap ay subscript 1 over subscript 2 yung pressure relation natin, then yung temperature mo should also be the same subscript. Kapag temperature and pressure yung ating formula for isentropic process, then yung subscript mo sa numerator at denominator should be the same. So kung 1 pareho yung temperature, ang pressure sa taas, sa ilalim naman parehong 2. Yun yung gusto nating sabihin. So kung hinahanap natin P1 over P2, then we can simply shift solve na lang yung ganito. Palitan nyo lang to ng X kasi yan yung hinahanap. Yung K naman is given, tapos yung dalawang temperature is given, gawin ng absolute. Although pwede nyo rin gawin, i-transpose natin tong exponent sa kabila. Tapos ipindutin na lang to sa calculator. Wala namang problema dito. So magiging P1 over P2, yan yung hinahanap, equals T1 over T2, yan yung dalawang given, raised to K over K minus 1. So dahil dilipat nyo yung exponent dun sa kabilang side, then that is basically yun yung denominator over yung numerator naman. Okay, so yung T1 is ito, 620. T2 is 60. Gagawin lang absolute. So plus 460 pareho. Since yan ay kailangan absolute lagi. Time. Yung K natin is exponent, di ba? Ng nitrogen, that's 1 point. So pindutin lang natin yung value natin. Then solve natin yung P1 over 2. So, tulad nung nabanggit ko kanina, pwede nyo itong i-shift solve or pwede nyo din namang ito. Pindutin ng ganito. So, kung pipindutin nyo ito ng hindi shift solve, yung nilipat yung exponent, mas mabilis siya. Diba? Kasi, diretso na itong equals. Minus. So, pag nakuha nyo yung value, yun ang sagot natin. So, P1 over P2 equals 12.91. Yan yung letter C. So, sabi ko kanina, pwede nyo din gawin na shift solve, diba? Kung i-shift solve nyo naman, sundan nyo lang yung flow ng solution. Para at least, mabilis natin ito magagawa. So, yung P1 over P2, yun yung X natin. Tapos, i-erase nyo na K. So, K minus 1 over K. So, just remember lang yung mga units. So, since this is ratio of pressure, pag ni-ratio mo yung pressure, wala kang unit na makukuha doon. Yeah, so, parang PSI over PSI, kilopascal over kilopascal. So, unitless yan. Since yan ay ratio of pressures. Okay, so, ayun lang natin. Bumang ko natin is 12 point. And yun, same naman doon sa kanina. Okay, so let us have our next problem for our power industrial plant. Advanced pressure. So, basahin ko lang. So, nitrogen is expanded isentropically. Its temperature changes from 620 degree Fahrenheit to 60 degree Fahrenheit. The volumetric ratio is B2 over B1 equals 6.22. And the value of R for nitrogen is 0.0787 pt per pound degree Rankine. What is the work done by the gas? So, naghanap ng work at binanggit isentropic yung process. So, pag isentropic yung process and work yung hinahanap, may derive tayong formula, diba? Na pwedeng gamitin yung pressure, volume, and temperature. So, ngayon, dalawa yung work natin, non-flow at steady flow. Kung naghahanap ng work, alin doon sa dalawa yung gagawin. So, commonly, common assumption natin is that yung work natin is non-flow. Kung walang binanggit, diba? And so, since walang binanggit sa problem, gagamitin natin ay work natin. Ang work ng flow ng isang isentropic process ay pwede nga in terms of pressure volume. Yun yung P2, B2, diba? Minus P1, B1. Divide lang natin ang 1/K. Pwede yan. Yun nga lang, dito sa problem, yung pressure hindi given. Although yung ratio ng volume meron, pero yung pressure wala talagang bigay. So instead of solving pa yung mga pressure, kahit meron na tayong value ng K, we can simply derive some much more useful formula for our net flow. So since alam natin ang product ng pressure times volume ay MRT from PBMRT, then we can change yung P2B2 and P1B1 as R T2 minus T1 all over 1 minus K. Itong product ng pressure times volume, ginawa natin MRT. So, sir, ba't walang mass? So, tinanggal natin yung mass, ginawa natin 1. Kasi per unit mass yung choices. So, matitira dyan, R times yung T. Kasi constant times yung temperature na change. Ngayon, yung value ng R is given. So, yung dalawang temperature given na rin. So, basically, that is direct sum. Yung K, nitrogen is 1.399 talaga. Pero para sakto yung lumabas sa choices, 1.4 yung gagamitin, di ba? Kasi ang K ng nitrogen, kung susundan nyo lang yung reference text natin, that is 1.399. The problem with that is hindi nyo eksakto makukuha yung sagot. So we can use yung approximate na or nakikita nyo pareho yung lalabas. In any case, yung 0.0787 na-cancel out yung degree ng kind. Kasi difference ng Fahrenheit is ng kind. BT per pound yung magiging. Ano yung gagawin natin? Pinutin ko lang yung work na natin. So, bali, this is 0.0787 times 60 minus 620 divided by yung 1 minus 1.3. So, press lang equals F T. Makuha natin yung value na 910.18 meter per pound. So, from the choices, yung makuha natin value ng yung letter natin, letter C.